Welcome back to Beyond the Blueprint with Dibizzle Property, your front row guide to the latest developments shaping the UAE real estate market. Whether you're an investor, a first-time buyer, or just interested or an enthusiast in the real estate market here in the UAE, then Dibizzle Property is the place to go. Today, we're thrilled to be joined by Dr. Mohammad Baydoun, Senior Vice President of Developments for DAMAC, or as many as you know him as the Doctor of Real Estate. He's been deeply involved in many of the projects here in the UAE, and one of the most talked about projects at the moment, Couture by Cavalli and DAMAC Islands. Dr. Baydoun, welcome.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you with us today. Before we dive into the project that we're going to be talking about, Couture by Cavalli and DAMAC Islands, can you share a little bit about yourself? What shaped your journey into real estate? And then tell us a little bit about what DAMAC stands for in today's market.
Okay, I'll make this as concise and straight to the point as possible. I am an architect by profession, also an urban designer. I have a master's in urban design. I have an MBA and PhD in risk management of development projects. I started my career in real estate back in 2002. I worked for the Prime Minister of Lebanon for 14 years in a company called Millennium. Then I moved to Dubai in the process. But before that also I was a professor at the American University of Beirut for 3 years. Published author, 18 publications. All of them are related to management of large-scale development projects. I was headhunted by Majid Al Futtaim. I worked for 2.5 years. Then DAMAC. I've been with them for the last 8 years. I designed every single project that DAMAC launched over the last 8 years. DAMAC nowadays, I believe it redefined the luxury sector in real estate in Dubai. Because look at most of the top developers, without mentioning any names, they follow what I call the cookie cutter model.
Yeah.
They have a successful design. It's a good one, don't get me wrong, but they keep repeating it over and over and again.
Mm-hmm.
You as a buyer, when you buy in those projects, you are a number. When you buy a property with DAMAC, you're not buying the property. You are buying the lifestyle that comes with it. You are buying the price of a passport, a right of access to a community, whether that's horizontal or vertical, to enjoy a lifestyle that no one else in the market is providing. Our starting point for each and every project is the product pitch. What are the needs and the requirements and the challenges of our buyers to make sure that this storyline and the product design are responding to those properly. And that's what distinguishes us from the rest of the competition. And that's why we are breaking each and every record over and over again.
Yeah, and what are those records that you're breaking? Talk to me about where you see the records that your DAMAC are now starting to topple over.
Obviously, the most recent one and the most famous one is DAMAC Islands 1.
Yeah.
10 billion dirham in one day, Guinness World Record. We are so proud of that.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not just proud of the sales record. We are proud that we provided people with a storyline of a lifestyle that's extremely unique. People in general, they keep looking forward for retirement because they want to work hard, collect Dubai money, and then go live somewhere and enjoy the island style or island lifestyle. But in the DAMAC Islands, we provided people with the opportunity to live in Dubai, make Dubai's money, and not to wait till they're 50 or 60. Enjoy the island lifestyle right now here in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
That's something extremely unique and was extremely perceived very well with the market. And that's why we believe the product sold out in no time.
Yeah.
It's not just about the townhouse. It's not just about the villa. The designs are fantastic, obviously, but it's not just about that. People bought the lifestyle that came with that product.
And that's one of the things we'll be investigating in a minute, talking about a particular project, which is Couture by Cavalli and DAMAC. I think that's located Al Safa, DAMAC Islands. I think the extraordinary new addition to Dubai's luxury real estate scene, nestled on the iconic Dubai Islands waterfront. This redefines high-end living with stunning penthouses, villas, and clearly bespoke interiors from Cavalli. I think from private pools and landscape terraces to exclusive retail and leisure experiences. Again, something that we can dive into. Couture by Cavalli and DAMAC Islands is more than just a home. It's a statement of lifestyle, design, and sophistication. So if we take a closer look at this particular product, the name Cavalli comes before everything else, right? So it's clearly a well-defined fashion house that everyone knows. Talk to us a little bit more about the vision of this particular project.
Sure. As everyone knows, Cavalli is owned by our chairman, Hussein Sajwani. So obviously he owns Damac and Cavalli. Usually the challenge when you have two brands that are working together or collaborating on a project, one of them is fashion and one of them is real estate, they are usually misaligned on the vision. Because from one side, the real estate people want to make the maximum amount of money, and the luxury / fashion brand wants to maximize the experience because that's going to feed into their brand equity. In the case of this project, that was not the case at all, because both entities were owned by the same person. And therefore, we did not spare any effort or any dirham for us to make sure that the DNA of Cavalli that's inspired by or that's based on the animal prints and the wildlife has been adapted properly, not just in the interior, by the way, but also in the exterior. I'm coming back to that. And because that fed back into the brand equity, and at the same time, this helped us to offer to the market a product that's extremely unique, a product that redefines the sense of luxury and provides a lifestyle that's second to none. This has been redefined in Couture by Cavalli because you are getting what we believe is the best of the best when it comes to finishes, to the lifestyle, and to the amenities. And the project at the same time, its design is architectural design. It was inspired by the waves of the Arabian Gulf, in addition to the DNA of Cavalli. That's why you see all of those waves on the facade. It combines the water with the green element, which combines the sense of inspiration from the place itself and from the brand. Usually also in the world of real estate, you have two categories of luxury lovers, the villas and the apartments. People love the villa because of the outdoor experience, because of the sense of luxury, because of the sense of the outdoors that usually you don't get an apartment. But apartment is always superior when it comes to the view. That's what I call a lifestyle that's second to none. In addition, the project enjoys 5-star level spa, a gym. We have the first lagoons in a building in all of Dubai with 3 islands, one for fitness, one for F&B, and one for fashion. In addition, on the rooftop, you have amazing cabanas and water bodies and swimming pools that allows you to enjoy the outdoor experience with privacy and gives you a full 5-star experience while staying in a very exclusive 5-star residential project and an amazing location on the Billionaire Line.
Yeah. And it sounds as though lifestyle and amenities have been at the forefront of some of the design that you've taken forward. I mean, you mentioned a few of them there. I mean, what else can people coming into the whole project, as well as the Cavalli project that we're talking about here, expect? Is it running tracks and all the other stuff, or is it just very bespoke to this luxury project?
And you have multiple amenities. You have the classics, which is obviously the gym, but we took even the gym to the next level.
Right.
Because it provides also not just the conventional weight training, it also focuses on functional training, which prepares your body better for real lifetime situations and avoid the sense of injury. The spa is equipped with all the recovery equipments and treatments, from water to ice bath to couples massage rooms, because those are the type of experiences that you don't get usually in a residential building, even if there is a spa. In addition to that, you have a cigar lounge, you have a private gentleman's club inside of the building. So all of that will allow people to enjoy the sense of luxury, in addition to other services like the concierge services, a la carte services, that will make sure that you are getting a sense of luxury that's second to none.
It sounds pretty incredible, some of those things that you've mentioned there. I'm sure that, as they come to life, the residents will be extremely pleased that they're being part of some of those. If we look at investment, if we look at investors buying off-plan, what makes Couture by Cavalli and DAMAC Islands a compelling opportunity compared to, say, other premium or luxury developments in Dubai?
Very good question. If you look at the project that were launched on the same line like around 6 years ago, I'll take 2 examples, like Four Seasons and Cipriani. Those were launched at around 6,000, 6,500 dirhams per square foot. Today, those are transacting in the secondary market at 15,000 dirhams per square foot. Why? Because, again, that line has a limited number of units, and everyone that's coming to Dubai wants to get a sense of the real luxury. And that's your not your only option, but that's your best option. Now, if you look at the prices of Couture by Cavalli, the price per square foot is in the range of 5,000, 5,500 dirhams now, which is cheaper than the price at which these 2 projects were launched more than 6 years ago. So imagine the amount of multiplier that could achieve upon handover. So let's to be conservative, if upon handover the price will match today's secondary market around 15,000-16,000 dirhams.
Yeah.
Technically, you're going to be tripling the value of your property. And with the payment plan that you're offering, that's going to even increase your ROE. Your ROE, it was not going to be triple, it can go up to quadruple, because if you check how much money you have put versus how much profit you have made, that can be a 4-time multiplier. Give me a single opportunity in this world in which you, in 2 to 3 years you can make 4 times your money.
Yeah.
I don't believe it exists.
Yeah, no, and very good point. I think that, like you say, that's something that investors need to be looking out for, and it's clearly a key selling point. If we look at sustainability and community, clearly your background in terms of urban design and architecture, how does this development contribute to a sort of sustainable living environment? You mentioned the hydroponic wall, which sounds very interesting, but how does the overall development contribute to that?
I'll explain to you. For us, we look at sustainability not just from a pure rating perspective. Many people default into the trap and look only to the rating of the building. Is it LEED certified, BREEAM certified? The essence of sustainability goes way deeper than that. The essence of sustainability goes back to the Rio conference back in 1992, in which the term sustainability was defined for the first time. And that was based on 3 major pillars: social, economic, and environmental. In our project, we have respected the context of the building, and we have built a design that's based on the local experience. And at the same time, we have created designs that respects the privacy and local social habits and for the country and also of the end users. And that's ticked the second box. On the third box, when it's come to the economic factor, from one side, we are contributing to boost of local economies by creating a construction site along with all the people that are working on it. In addition to giving people the opportunity to maximize their returns by getting an investment opportunity by which they can make double, triple, and quadruple their money.
No, again, it's like you say, those 3 pillars are very here and now. What's the future outlook for projects, for yourself, for DAMAC, in terms of the innovation, the upcoming phases, maybe of this project and DAMAC Islands? What are the lifestyle concepts that we can expect coming out of DAMAC and yourself?
What I promise you is that for each and every project, we're going to be coming up with a different lifestyle. And the thing is, we come up with those lifestyles not because we want to show off our muscles on innovation. The intention is, we understand how quickly the world is moving today. We understand that our lifestyle as a humans is changing by the month, not even by the year. So every single time we launch a new project, we are up to speed on what's going on in the world at the level of the economics and the social level. And we tailor-made our storylines and our lifestyles to that. DAMAC Islands too, obviously, is the big thing that's upcoming. Everyone is waiting for that.
Yep.
It's going to take DAMAC Islands 1 to the next level. And DAMAC Islands 1, obviously, people had a great investment opportunity and a great lifestyle. And DAMAC Islands 2, we're going to take the game to the next level by providing Island Living version 2.0, in which we're going to be addressing the 3 major challenges in today's lifestyle, which is lack of physical activity. Second, the spiritual fatigue. Third is the disconnection from our environment. So our project is going to respond well to those challenges and provide 5 major pillars by which we're going to tackle all the amenities and lifestyles needed in addition to activities to make sure that people are going back to the roots. People are going back to the original manual. We were not designed to live in concrete blocks. We were designed to live in nature.
Yep.
So in that project, we are providing people with the opportunity to get the convenience of living in a project that's properly serviced and at the same time that's equipped with a series of activities and outdoor settings by which they can reconnect to nature, become more active, which is, by the way, the healthy thing. People think that for them to be healthy, all what they need to do, go for 1 hour to the gym and that's it, it's done. No. For you to be healthy, for you to live longer, you need to be active the whole day long. And that community fosters this and encourages physical activities in multiple forms for all age brackets. In addition, there are going to be multiple instances by which people can meditate, relax, reconnect with nature, and that's going to help in reducing the level of depression, connection with the nature, and allow people to have a more serene type of environment by which they feel they don't want to leave the community.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds a wonderful community. I'm not sure I would want to leave either from everything you've just said there. Beyond the numbers, beyond your beyond the role that you have at DAMAC, what actually excites you as an individual about not only Couture, but also other projects that you're working on now? What do you feel is the factors that you believe in?
The biggest joy for me in the process is the design process and seeing that design becoming a reality. Because from one side, obviously, I keep learning from my previous projects and see ways by which I could enhance it. And honestly, it's the best feeling ever when I enter the communities of the projects of DAMAC and I see my designs becoming a reality and people are living in it and enjoying it. That's for me the major drive of happiness and enjoyment. Yeah. And innovation is an unending process. There are always new ways to make things better. There are always new technologies, new ideas. So we make sure that we are always up to speed, coming up with new ideas, making sure that the new lifestyle challenges that are evolving, something that we're aware of and something that we are also addressing in our lifestyles and designs.
Yeah. And is that how you take your lifestyle forward into putting it into projects that DAMAC are coming out with? Because clearly, you've got a very diverse background in terms of all the different things that you do, as we were talking about before. How much of those really sort of come out in the designs that you bring forward to DAMAC?
A lot. And I'll be very, very honest, given my social media presence, that's helping me a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously, it helps from one side in promoting the projects and conveying the message to the people. That's from one side. From the other side, I'm also very active in a way where people, they interact with me. They send me feedback about the projects, about their life challenges, because, my content is not only about real estate. It's also about fitness and also about relationships. So I understand from people what are the problems, what their challenges. And that's something I pick up, not just in the context of the problem that they're describing, also understand what's the pattern of social problems people have, and I capture that in my designs.
Yeah.
That's why for me, I feel I have like a strong grip on what's going on the ground, socially, not just design wise and construction wise, and those help me to feed in back to the designs and make sure that those designs are evolving and are becoming better and better each and every time.
So that's last question from me. Let's look forward to 2035, right? 10 years time. What do you think the landscape of Dubai is going to look like? You mentioned a lot of things around wellness and making sure that people have that opportunity to live longer. Where do you see things in a decade's time within Dubai and DAMAC?
People assume that we reached the peak in Dubai. It's not true at all. The biggest challenge nowadays in Dubai is the availability of land. Of course, the government, they have 2030 vision. They're going to have a vision for, let's say, 2040, 2050. But with the increase of value of the property in Dubai, you're going to be seeing something that I'm sure you've witnessed as an example in London. When you reach a certain level of saturation in a city, cities do evolve like humans. You're going to start seeing horizontal developments in certain areas being knocked down and towers being built in those areas because of the value of the property. So you're going to see a lot of evolution. You're going to see old areas being rebuilt. Why? Because the value of the land justifies it. The value of the sales justifies it. And I believe that's part of the natural evolution of any city. People keep saying Dubai is a young city, Well, it's relatively a younger city, but not anymore. Because youth and experience is not measured by the years of experience, in my humble view. It's driven by the experiences and what Dubai achieved over the last 30, 40 years and the experience that it provided for the people and it went through. I think it makes it at par with older cities that are 500 and 600 years old.
Yeah.
So I see the city evolving in that direction. I'm going to see DAMAC keep shining in that area. I see us spearheading the luxury development in addition to offering people a lifestyle development that's second to none, by which we respond to their needs, understand their requirements, and we make sure that we're not dealing with our buyers as if they are just numbers.
Just a number. And hopefully more Guinness World Records.
Maybe very soon.
Maybe very soon. Listen, thanks ever so much for coming today. That has been a real pleasure talking to you. That wraps up our deep dive into Couture by Cavalli and DAMAC Islands, development that's redefining luxury in the landscape of the UAE. Whether you're an end user seeking luxury or an investor eyeing returns, these projects promise both style and substance. And to our listeners, In this episode, hopefully it's got you thinking about property in general. If it has done, then please head over to Debizzle Property and explore the new project section on the website. You'll find the latest launches across the whole of the off-plan market, as well as Couture by Cavalli and DAMAC Islands. Don't forget to hit that follow button, and please share your thoughts. Let us know what projects you'd like to see us talk about here on the podcast. It's been a pleasure again talking to the doctor. This has been Beyond the Blueprint with Debizzle Property. If you're buying off plan in the UAE, then there's no better place to come and start that search. Thank you.
Thank you.